thank you guys for being on the call tonight. Appreciate you joining us in our protocol workshop. Today is a first workshop that we're going to, I appreciate you guys if you mute yourselves so that we can get through it. Once we get through the presentation, we'll open the mics and you guys can ask any questions that you may have. So let me share my screen. And as I share my screen, you are going to see the protocol that we call the severe symptoms protocol. Okay, now, why is this important? Let me give you a little backup of it. We'll have, a little bit later, we'll have an incredible person that has helped us so much, Debbie Jones, who has an incredible testimony about how this protocol has helped her. So what we'll do is, as you have people that most of the times the patches, well, let me say it this way, the patches always work. It is the people that it doesn't work on for various reasons. And we are in the business of sharing our technology with everybody, and we want this to work for everybody, right? So we don't want to have somebody that we're patching and nothing's working. And trust me, it's when you hype the technology that we're elevated at a point that we believe so much, and the patches don't work, with then one or two things happen. We either ask for help, ask for people to help us, or we shut down and we say, this business is not for me. So rather than doing that, we want to give you this protocol, because this protocol opens your meridians. And what is a meridian? A meridian is like a road or like a beltway, right? That goes into different parts of your body. And there are different meridians, and we have Jess Lee, who is an expert at this. At the end of this, we'll let her explain to you a little bit better, not in layman terms like mine. But what meridians do is they're channels of energy that go throughout your body. And what blocks those channels? It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be a myriad of toxins, parasites, heavy metals, plastics, and believe it or not, we have all of these things in our bodies. So when you figure out that something's not working on somebody, it's because there's a blockage of energy. And this protocol is the protocol that unblocks that energy. So believe it or not, we have had an immense group of people that are so helpful, like Brother Roy, Lorenzo, and Rick, and all the corporate team that wants us to be able to help as many people as possible. So what the disclaimer that I'm going to give you is something that we always tell you: our patches don't heal, treat, or diagnose any disease. And this protocols, guys, we actually are in the verge of not calling it protocol and just calling it patch placements, because we don't want to get the company in trouble. This patch placement is not given to us by the company. It's not coming from corporate, okay? This is coming from the doctors and the health professionals that have put this together to help us to be an integral part of our business of helping people. So this is how the severe symptom protocol with X39 looks like. When you look at it, it looks like hieroglyphics. But what I'm going to do right now, we're going to close this, and I'm going to open something that will make it easier for you to understand. And that, not my car, but I'm going to open my downloads. And here, we're going to look at how the patch looks like, and we're going to concentrate in sections, okay? Because when you look at this in sections, it makes a lot more sense. So you look at this and it says, apply this AM patches every day for 5 days. So you read it and you say, wow, that's a lot of patches. That is 25 sets of patches, right? 5 times 5 equals 25. And each one of them, there's 2 of them. So there's 50 patches that are going to be applied to your body for 5 days. And you say, why is that necessary? If you're an acupuncturist or you know more of different modalities that could open the meridian, you don't have to do this. But a lot of us are not acupuncturists. We're not as blessed like Dr. Christine, who knows exactly how to open the meridians with needles. So we don't have needles, right? So we use this to open the meridians. So where do you find, where in the world is LV3? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open Papa Google, right? Everybody knows where Papa Google is, right? And here in Papa Google, that's what Brother Roy calls it. We are going to type acupressure point LV3. Okay, so when you type that, you're going to get all the pictures that you're going to need if it decides to come on where these points are. If for whatever reason you can't see something, you will be able to find it on Google by looking at the different pictures. Okay, there are also programs that 3D programs. I was about to download one yesterday and Vicky told me not to because it doesn't cover the private parts. And this is a PG program, so we're going to leave it as that. So we're going to look at Google, find where the acupressure point, and then know that in your right and your left feet, you have liver 3, right? It's not just on your left. Even though if you look at this, let me get a pointer here. If you look at this, you will see that liver 3 it's that between your big toe and your first toe, right? And it's right here at that point. So when you look at different places in Google, it tells you exactly where it is. And when you pressure it, it's a pressure point. That's why it's called acupressure, right? It's a pressure point, and I spell acupressure wrong. It's a pressure point that when you touch it, it feels you feel a little pain, like a little ache. And that's how you know you found that point. So some points are easier to find than others, but I know liver 3 is an easy one to find. Another one that you can find will be on your right foot will be Governor Vessel 41. So we'll say, where is his acupressure point? On G, or no, it's not G, it's not Governor Vessel, I'm sorry, it's GB41. Okay, so when we look at that, you see where it is. Now you say, well, I don't have Google, I just want to look at the picture. Well, the pictures are fine. The reason I'm going to Google is so that you can find a lot of other pictures that can help you find that point, okay? Because some of these points, they're not as easy to find. Like, let's say the P6, right? And everything has a name for it. You don't have to memorize the names. You don't have to know what those names are. But this is the pressure point 6 right here, P6. And the way you find it for some people is you put 3 fingers, and that's your pressure point right there on your left arm facing up. And you read it here, it says left palm facing up, and that's where you put that pressure point the same day, right? So you have to look at all of this ones. TB5, it's you palm facing down, and it's 4 fingers away from it, and that's where that point is. And feel it, and you feel those points, and you feel like a little ache right there. You know, that's how you know you found it. SP6, we all know that from using our SP6 patch, is 4 finger from your ankle on the inside. right? And that's how you can find that. So you can come over here and put SP6, and you see that is that pressure point, like about 4 fingers from your ankle. And that's how you're gonna, that's where you're gonna put that one. And of course, everything that is tan goes on your left side of your body. All the patches that are white are going to go on the right side of your body. So just like you have an SP6 on your right, on your left leg, you have one on your right. But notice we're not putting the energy enhancer on the SP6 on your right. We're putting it on stomach 36. Okay. I got smart on you guys, and I knew that ST36 is stomach 36. So that is going to be on the outside of your right leg. You see that? It's not on the inside of it, it's right on the outside. And that's where you're going to put it on the same day. This is a third set of patches. The fourth set of patches is LU7. So that's how you find it, and you find it from different pictures. Look for it till you find it. There's different tactics to get to see it. Look at this picture over here. It shows that you do your fingers put your fingers like this, and everybody's pressure point is different. So my pressure point might not be the same as yours. So that's how you can find that LU7 on the left, and that's where you're going to put on the inside of it. That's where you're going to put the tan energy enhancer, and you move on. The last one is BL60, and that is going to be BL60, and that is going to be on your right outer leg, right on your outer leg, right by your ankle bone right there. So your ankle bone's right there. You're going to put it right here. You see this picture here? There's your ankle. You're going to put it right beside your ankle, right behind it. And that's going to be your right ankle, right? I know this picture is on the left, but actually, let's look at this picture. This is better. This is your right ankle. You're going to put it right there. And the K, or is that kidney, Vicky? I think K is kidney. This is K3, yes, is where you're going to find that location on your left leg. And that is on the opposite side, right? So let me clear my drawings. Don't know why those drawings are there. Okay, so that you're going to do for 5 days. Now this patch placement is for 5 days. So you're going to do that 1 day, and then when you're done with that 1 day of your energy enhancers, you're going to go to your next thing. Now this is all during the day. So after you put up all your 5 energy enhancers for that first day, you're going to put glutathione on your CV5. I'm sorry, CV8 is right on your belly. Let's go look for CV8. Let's go see where CV8's at. And that's why I really like doing this, to find it, because with this picture, you don't know if that is on your belly or that is above your belly. So you put on CV8 and you're finding out that it looks like it's right on your belly, right? So for us guys, we got little hairs there that I'll teach you a trick for us guys. All you ladies, if you're, I'm sure you're not hairy. Pray to God that you're, well, I'm not going to say that, nothing. Us guys, I'm going to talk to us guys. David, I'm going to talk to Jim and Gerard. I don't know if Gerard is on the call. Who else is on the call? Rich, Tommy, all you, my wonderful guys. Charlie, when you pull the patch, when you put a patch on your skin and that is hairy, I'm going to see if I can do it here on my shoulder. Look, guys, this is so cool. When I found this out, it saved me a lot of screamings because I used to pull my patch and I used to be like, just rip it like a Band-Aid, and I'd be like, ah, screaming because it hurt. So what I do is actually, let me just open this. And I'm not going to put it on my skin, guys. I don't want you ladies, Vicky, to get jealous. So what I do is I put my finger right on the center of it, and I start pulling it from the top. And as I do that, I keep the pressure on here. And what it does, it keeps it from pulling my hair off my body. And I take it off like that, and then I'm done. So it's really cool way of doing it. If you pull it from the bottom, you're going to get your hairs and it's going to hurt. So I put my finger on it, and then I go and pull it out from the bottom, and done. All done. And that helps out a lot. So this CV8 is going to be right on your belly. The next glutathione, this is the second glutathione that you're going to put on, is you're going to put on GV2. So let's find out where the GV2 is. Okay, so the GV2 will be right on your, that's GV3. All right, let's see another picture that might be a little bit better. Is it? Okay. So that is right above, this looks like it's right on your coccyx bone, right? Is that what you call it, Vicky? Tailbone or coccyx bone? So let me see this picture here. Keeps showing 3. I want GV2. Why is that showing me GV2? All right. There you go. Okay, so this is GV2. Oh, I didn't mean to press it all the way. But so GV2 will be, actually, that's right on your crack, guys. Oh, that's a lot of hair for some of us. All you ladies is just praising God, hallelujah, that you don't have hair there. But anyhow, some points, another way of putting it on, guys, is you can put it on your underwear, or ladies, you can put them on your underwear. And that way it doesn't touch your skin, because our patches are, they go in bi-direction. You can put it so that it touches your skin on the plastic side or the sticky side. It really doesn't matter. So for that point, if you don't want to put it right there where God divided us, you can put it on your underwear or your shorts, okay? Either way, I will put it inside the shorts, inside the underwear, or inside your pants. I wouldn't put it outside my pants, because if I'm walking around, it might come off. So I'll put it inside. So that is your glutathione. Your X39, we're going to put it right in CV22, okay? So where is CV22? CV22 is right on your throat. That's where I have my glutathione right now, on my throat. But this is X39 that you're going to put right there on that little hole that we have between your capula. I think that's the capsular bone. Your
clavicle.
Clavicle bone. And right in between both of them, you put it right there in the center. And that's where the X39 goes. Now, is it important to get exactly at that point? No, not really important. But it's a good idea to try to get as close as possible. The radius of the patch is about 1 inch, but I was told that it can work within 3 inches of it. So unlike acupressure or acupuncture, you have to hit that point exactly with your needles. But thank God we don't have needles, and thank God that we can have 3 inches away. So if for some reason you put it off to a little bit to the side, don't worry too much about it. As long as you have it about 3 inches from that point, you're good to go. The next patch that you're putting on during the daytime, we're still in the daytime, guys, is carnosine. And carnosine is CV17. Now, where CV17 is right in the center of your chest, right? So where your chest meets in the middle, that's where you put it. That's where you're going to put on carnosine. Some guys, your sternum, right? Some guys, we have a lot of hair, right? So some people just decide to shave, and they can do that if you want to do that. If not, you can put it on your shirt, on the inside of your shirt. Just make sure when you put on your shirt, and as you put it on, lift up your shirt, and then make sure that you know how close you are to it, and put it on the end, peel it, So it sticks to your shirt, and it's going to stick really good to your shirt. And then you'll have that there. Also, if you have if you're wearing a turtleneck and you don't want to, some people don't like to show their patches, so they put scarves on or turtlenecks or whatever. It's your preference. I like to show my patches because to me it's I'm advertising it, right? People are asking, what is that? And when they ask you that, you can share the technology with others. The last one for the daytime is GV14. And this is very popular because on step 1, we always use GV14, right? No dyslexia here. And GV14 is the first bone right on the back of your neck. So the first little round bone vertebrae that sticks out, that's your GV14. That is called governor vessel 14. And for step 1, when we're demonstrating 1, 2, 3, that is where we always put the E on, and that's where we put it. So let's read this apparatus that we have here. It says, this 5-day program is designed to open all the channels or meridians in 1 day and to help start cleansing and the cleansing and regeneration process. Step 1 is in the morning, approximately 8 o'clock. Some of us wake up a little bit later, earlier, whatever it is. You put it on, start by applying the 5 sets of energy enhancers, the ones that I showed you earlier, this ones. Start by applying the 5 energy enhancers. And after you do that, for 5 days, also the glutathione, which is this 2 sets of glutathione, a set of glutathione on CV8 and GV12, Eon on GV14, carnosine on CV17, and X39 on CV22. Okay, you must drink a lot of water. It's really, really important to drink a lot of water. If your body resists, and meaning if you have some reactions, whether you have headaches or people start experiencing detoxing, right? Because we have the glutathione and all the energy enhancers, your body's going to start to detox. And it's quite okay. Let people know ahead of time. It's very, very normal that you feel nauseous, that you might feel a little lightheaded. That is all good signs. And tell them that. It's all good signs. That means the products are working and your body's reacting to it. It would be worse if they weren't doing something. That way they'll know. Otherwise, it says remove the patches, wait a few hours, and continue again. So the other thing that I like to tell people, especially when we're starting to put the patches on, start with 1 patch, maybe 2 patches at a time. Don't do all these all at once. Maybe I should have started with that, because the body's going to react. The body's going to be like, you're going to shock it, and you're going to be like, your body's going to be like, what in the world are you doing to me? And it's going to react. I remember we were at a Christmas bazaar with Mary last Christmas, and I patched a lady who was walking with a cane, and she was in a lot of excruciating pain. So I patched her, and she goes, oh, that feels good. She said, let me walk around, see how I feel. I said, okay, walk around. She walked around. She came back so quick. She goes, take this off, take this off. I'm like, okay, what's happening? She goes, I feel horrible. I'm like, good. She goes, no, not good. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say it that way. I said, it's good because your body's reacting. She goes, take it off. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I took it right off your body. She goes, I don't want nothing to do with this. And so what I'm doing now is I'm letting people know, hey, you might have a reaction, but it's quite okay, because your body needs these toxins to come out. And why do our body reacts? I'm glad you asked me. I'm going to tell you. Our bodies react because toxins are stored in our fatty parts of our body and our fatty tissue. So when detoxification starts to happen, the toxins go to the blood and to the sweat glands. So they're moving around in our body. That's why all of a sudden we feel lightheaded, nauseated, because we have toxins are ready to come out, and they're not hiding anymore in our fatty tissues. So that's why our body gets a little, we have those detoxification symptoms, but it's quite okay. Don't worry about it. All right. So yes, Vicky.
I just wanted to ask a question as far as the severe symptoms patch placement goes.
Mm-hmm.
If someone has pain and they're patching for the severe symptom, they can do the severe symptom patching and patch for the pain at the same time, correct?
Absolutely. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you for bringing that up because a lot of people they'll just suffer through it and suffer this 5 days and 15 days of the cellular regeneration. And rather than suffering with that, you don't have to. You can put your ice wave on and you'll have your Eon exactly at the place that needs to be. So you don't have to put another Eon on and just put the ice wave wherever you have the pain. You'll have the X39 on, so you don't have to put it of the tan ice wave. You can if you want to, but you know, sometimes our mentality is to put two or three or four. You don't really need it unless you have like a knee issue. If your knees are really hurting and X39 is the only thing that can help you, then yes, you can double it up on your knees. What I've experienced, if when I patch one, especially when I'm doing the demo, I don't do the neck, the legs, the arms. I say, tell me where your highest pain is. And if they say it's my neck, then I'm going to patch the neck. But then they'll say, well, my knees hurt too. I said, well, that's fine. You can put your own patches there when you buy the technology for yourself, right? Because we're not here. These patches are not free for us. We put them on people because we gift them, and you can tell them that I'm gifting you this patch, or you can say to them, are you prepared to spend $5 a patch as I'm patching you? There's other options, right? So thank you, Vicky, for reminding me of that. So then we're done with our day patches, and now we're going to move to a night patch. Okay. So why is it important to be able to do this night patch? Now, these night patches are good because it's going to help us to be able to calm the body, put the body to rest, and put the body to sleep. Now, some people this is so neat because everybody's body is different, right? So some people have a reaction with Eon on your forehead or on your head. You might not like it, and it's quite okay. You don't have to force people to put them on. If they don't like it, you know, this is a brain protocol, which is really good for some people that are too emotional. And this is a test for you if you think that you need a brain protocol, is if you're very emotional at something or really don't care. There's no balance. When you're not balanced, you either way high, you cry if you see a bird fly in the sky because it's beautiful, whatever, or you might get you really don't care about anything. That's when you know you need a brain protocol. And this is a really good brain protocol to use. So, but this is why we're using it. So it's step one at night, at 8 o'clock approximately, after you take off your day patches, you take your morning patches off, you're going to put Eon and Silent Night following the cycle shown below. So apply watch this, one set of this patches below once a day. So we're not putting all of these patches all at once. Remember, it's 5 days. So now we look at this as day one, or night one, night two, night three, night four, and night five. Unlike this, not this, I'm sorry. Unlike this, this is all in one day. You say that's a lot of patches. Well, some people have a lot of issues. So, for instance, Debbie, who's going to be on the call, hopefully she can get on the call. She'll be able to tell you her testimony about what she did and how her body finally started reacting after a year of using the patches. Her body finally reacted when she did a severe symptoms patch placement, which is incredible. So where is GV24/5 is right there on your third eye, right? We'll call it the third eye, right between your, if you have beautiful eyebrows like this girl does, and they're separated, us guys, we might not have that much separation. Some of us pluck our eyebrows, some of us don't. I'm not going to name names, but It goes right there in the center of it, right? You're also going to use the silent night at the right foot, and LV liver. Thank you, Vicky. I know you've been blessed with a photographic memory, unlike some of us. On your left foot, right? And that's where you're gonna put the silent night. That's your first night. So you don't have all the other patches during the morning, they're off of you. All you have during that night is this 2 patches, which is the Eon right here, the first day, and the silent night on the liver 3 on your right foot. That is my favorite place to put my silent night. Some people like to put it other places. To me, and you'll figure out, like, some people like to do different things from the beginning. Make sure that they follow as close as possible as this. Now, GV20 is right on top of your head, and let me show you where that is. If you put your fingers on your ears and then you move your head, you move your pointing finger or your middle finger or whatever, where it meets, that in the center of your head, that right there is your GV20. Okay, that's how you find that. Let me look for it over here. GV20. Okay, so you see that it looks like there's 2 patches. Some people say that I have to put 2 patches. No, it's just one. It just goes to show you that it's in the center, right? That's why you see that picture, and it's towards behind of it. So that's where you will put it. And if you see this picture over here, this is the ear. So if you meet with your fingers, that's the top of your head, right? GV20 is another picture there for you. So that's that one. Now, some ladies might not, or guys might not want this on your hair, right? Because in the morning, you're going to be pulling that hair out. You don't have to remove the white adhesives parts of it. You can just put it on a hat. If you want to sleep with a hat, a bandana, a nightcap, or you can put it with a bobby pin, but don't peel it. Just leave it on, leave the white papers on it, and you just put it there, preferably with a plastic bobby pin and not a metal one, if you can find one, and then you sleep through it, right? The GV, let's find this, GB8 for the 3rd night. GB8, did I write it? Oh, put N here. GB8. Okay, so GB8, let's look at this one here. It's right above your ear, right? It's right here where the orange thing is. So do we have hair there? Yes. So the same thing, nightcap, bobby pin, and it's only for one night, guys. So you're not gonna, keep putting this on your head, but this will give you a really good brain balance. The next one I want to talk about is TB23 for the silent night. TB23. Okay, so TB23, check this out. This is right by your eyes, right there, right behind your eye, and on the right side of it, right? Because it's a white patch, so it goes on the right side of your body. This side here, TB17. Oh. Okay, that one is on the left side underneath your ear. That's where that one is going to go for a silent night. Now, again, we're doing this one night at a time. And you're repeating all the other ones that we just did here. You keep repeating it. Keep repeating the same program over and over again till you get to your night patches, right? And this one's you're not repeating. You're doing one at a time. The next one that we're going to talk about is GV16. And this one here is going to be right at the bottom of your hairline, right? This is all the way where your spinal cord meets your brain, your cranium. That's where the GV16 is. We already talked about GV24-5, which is in your third eye. Your fifth night, we're going to do TR17. And TR17, check it out, is right below your ear, right? So you put it as close as possible. Some of us have big earlobes. Some of us have little tiny ears like me. It doesn't matter. Put it as close as you can as possible there. And that's your TR17. Now, your kidney 3, we already talked about that, is going to be on your right, it says right foot, because you also have a kidney 3 on your left foot, but this just follow the directions, your right foot. So we're going to put it on the right foot, and it's going to be right there. Okay, so hopefully we are coming around the hour. That has helped you guys. That is done after we do this, the severe symptoms, and we manage it to do it correctly. Then you are ready to do the cellular regeneration placement. Okay, now the cellular regeneration placement is totally different than this. We can talk about that later, but I'm going to, if you guys have any questions, I'm going to stop the recording, and then we'll meet again next week or even Saturday, where we have Brother Roy is going to be doing the product and business presentation along with questions and answers. And you're all invited to it. And we're going to be sending out all those invitations on our WhatsApp. So I'll stop here till we see each other again. God bless you. We'll